Hello, folks. So we're just going to be doing a return flight from Frankfurt to Glasgow. We're just waiting for some of the passengers to check in. We are loading cargo just now. Just get the doors open here.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. How are you?
Hi there, I'm very well, thanks.
Great. We're getting ready for takeoff. If you need anything else, just give me a call and I'll answer as quickly as I can. We're a little busy right now, though.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just get some stuff sorted here.
Hello.
Hello, Captain. Okay, I've spoken to security, and I'm told they'll be ready to send the passengers down to us in a few minutes.
Thanks.
No problem at all.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. The terminal staff are ready to send the passengers down. Can we start boarding?
Yes, start boarding whenever you like.
No worries. I'll get the rest of the crew organized, and we'll make a start in a couple of minutes once the passengers start arriving from the terminal. All stations prepare to start boarding.
Right, okay, let's get the boarding all sorted then, eh? Cool. so we're expecting runway 07 right. Flaps 1. Just waiting for the boarding to be completed.
cockpit to ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board this self-loading cargo service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker
Stand by
wheels
for
first,
ground power
and keep your small
disconnection.
items
We're starting
under
the
seat in
APU
front
now.
of you. These include
Roger.
laptops, handbags,
We monitor
duty-free
the
and
startup
loose
from
items
down
of
here and
clothing.
let you know if we
Once
see
you have
anything on the
safely
board.
stowed your cabin bag, please take
Roger.
your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Okay, just get the old EPU up and running.
Ground crew cockpit.
Go ahead.
APU startup input, nothing to report.
We're off the ground power, so feel free to disconnect.
Roger. Stand by. Ground power has been disconnected.
Roger.
Okay, nearly finished loading. Right. Okay, it's everybody on board. I'll wait for actual boarding to go on, but for luggage and such, which is fine.
Good afternoon from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you on board this afternoon, as we fly to Glasgow. We're currently preparing for departure up here in the cockpit, and once we're airborne we'll be climbing to our cruise level of 36,000 feet. We're not anticipating any delays, so we hope to be underway very shortly. Once we push back from the stand, the cabin crew will start securing the cabin. As we head to the departure runway, please make sure you're seated and secured as they make their way around the aircraft. The weather is looking good, so it should be a nice, comfortable climb up to our cruise level. Once we're airborne, there shouldn't be any issue during our climb. It's a pretty straightforward departure out of the airport, so nothing to worry about there. The wind forecast during our cruise looks very favourable, so we expect to arrive on time at our destination, but we will of course keep you up to date should there be any changes. We'll be making a departure just as soon as the ground crew finish loading the baggage into the hold of the aircraft. If you can get seated and secured with your belts on in the meantime, that will speed things up nicely. Thank you very much for flying with us, and I hope you enjoy the flight.
we're still just waiting for the loading of the cargo and luggage. Yeah, should be within 2 minutes.
Round 2 cockpit.
Go ahead.
Loading has been completed. We are sending the load sheet up to you now. We'll contact you once the aircraft is closed up, then we'll get you moving.
Roger. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, here's the load sheet from ground. I've written the passenger count here, the crew count here, and the total number of souls, not including yourselves, here.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
All right, I'll get the doors closed and we can get started.
No problem.
Okay. Come on. Come on, cargo.
Round 2 cockpit.
Go ahead.
Call me when you require pushback.
We're all set, so feel free to get connected and start when ready.
Roger. Ground probe is connecting.
Okay, so yep, we're ready for departure.
What's up, what's up?
Oi, oi.
Yeah, that was fuck nice, so they let me go about an hour ago. Or, you know, let me
Door
go.
is attached. Steering pin is inserted. Stand by while restart pushback. Please release your parking bracket.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain there, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's, I don't know. You know, it's like I was working at a home improvement store, and I said, fuck that place. I'm not breaking my back for, you know, their dumbasses to make all the money and me make nothing. Especially after I found out this little fucking wonderful person. I sold $350,000 worth of product, and I was supposed to get 10% of that. That would have been $35,000. Yeah, she took my name off of it and put hers on it. She got the bonus, not me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Nope. I complained to the company about it, and they turned around because the rules are whoever made the sale. But I wasn't a specialist. I was an aisle associate. That was it. She's a specialist. So when she called to verify their order and their install date, she put her name on it because according to the company, she was the last person to make contact with them. So it's all legit, all good. I'm like, I'm the one that made the fucking sale. They're like, nothing we could do about it. I'm like, fuck you, I'm out. So I now work at a hotel, and yeah, talk about fucked up hours.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't know you actually quit.
I told them to go fuck themselves. Besides that, they went and they dropped a crap ton of pallets for me to go, full of tile and things like that. Wanted me to hand stack it on the shelves. They're 75 pounds each, running at about 45 to 46, deep on a pallet, and wanted me to do it alone. I'm like, no.
Yeah, but that's a rough deal though, what they did, because that to me is illegal. Pretty much, I think in Europe that would be illegal. Oh, by the way, I'm streaming, by the way, just so you're aware.
Well, what game?
Flight Sim just now.
It don't matter.
Aye, but buddy, I'm not going to get many views on this anyway.
The parking brake is off.
That's weird. I never got a notification you were streaming. Oh well.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
It's called YouTube is a piece of shit and fucking hasn't been working.
Okay, Captain, we're clear of the stand and you're free
I
to
turned
start
around
engine.
and when I was working, I popped on Gamer Stream. He was doing Streamer Life Simulator 2, and it was glitching up for him like crazy, changing the name of his stream and just messing up like crazy.
Yeah, Gamer doesn't have much luck when it comes to streaming.
Yeah, it was still a decent stream. The game kind of got boring.
Yeah, as most of those do. Christ, I'll get 2 tugs pushing my plane back here, what the hell?
Yeah, I just popped on. Why?
Yeah, I'm using this GSX and self-loading cargo, and they seem to be not communicating very well.
So you said on FSA we would be able to turn around and get... Why does it say it's in German?
Say what?
I went on FSA and it says it's in German.
FSA?
FS Airlines?
Oh, right, and you're getting it in German.
It says, do I want to translate it from German? And it's not. Alright, anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Go home, Google, you're drunk. Now it says it's in Spanish.
Please set your parking bracket.
Oh, okay, anyway. You were saying
Parking
we could
brake
get
is set.
a C-130
Senpai, please
technically.
keep your parking bracket on while we monitor engine start up and disconnect the hook.
Yep, stand by, just need to go for a start up here.
Oh, do what you need. I'm gonna look around and look at leasing and things like that. And because the lease is almost up on one of the, what the hell is that? The
Starting
747.
engine 1.
Roger.
Yeah, aye, there should be a C-130 for lease, I would imagine. Probably just buy it outright, though.
I don't know. Well, I'll go look because the C-130 is the military plane, and those things can hold probably a crap ton of cargo.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, though. I mean, compared to like a 747, I don't know.
That's why I'm gonna look. I'm just gonna futz around. Right now, my one AI I have is sitting with $666,000, and on my other guy, he has, according to this, he only has $119,000. I don't understand why.
He's probably not making that much money.
He was the one that he was the first one we got, and last time I checked, he had 800,000. Now he has 119.
Yeah, not sure why that would happen. Although saying that, I noticed they'll put a stop on the hiring pilots again because it's limited to 400. So they might be messing with the pilots.
Possibly, yeah.
Right, engine 2, engine 2. Oh, sorry.
Starting number 2.
Roger.
I have a funny feeling my flight plan is completely screwed up for this as well.
Why do you say that?
I don't have full control over it. And I loaded it in. And I can't really seem to delete things. And it doesn't really seem to give me Glasgow as my destination. Which is a bit weird.
I don't know. I've had nothing but problems with the. Is it that plane? No, the 320, A320, I think. It's the one I had problems with. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's a decent one though. You need to know what you're doing basically with that one.
Yeah, which I'm fucked.
That's the way aircraft should be though.
Oh yeah. Oh, one of my friends that I was talking about, the pilot, he just got certified for the A320, literally the one I'm talking about. And I'm like, oh, what airline do you fly for? Frontier. That's our version.
Starting number 3.
Roger.
Yeah, they're a budget one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed the gamer had posted recently that he's applied for Aer Lingus pilot program.
Oh really? I don't know if that's good or not.
Aer Lingus, they're actually a decent airline. Certainly not a bad airline. Closest thing you probably get to like the Irish national airline.
Oh, cool. I don't know what ours would be because we have so many over here. Everyone says American Airlines, but I would actually say either United or Delta would be the closest to a national airline for us.
Yeah, I think your primaries are United and Delta. They're the ones that kind of do all the hub-to-hub stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That at least I believe. But let's see. So the 747 could hold 122, almost 123,000 kgs of cargo. Let me go look.
Starting engine 4.
Roger.
Shit, I can't remember who did the C-130. Was it Boeing?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's strike one for them.
Yeah, I don't think it was originally Boeing. I think Boeing took over the program.
Lockheed.
Yeah.
Okay, Captain, looks like a good
Lockheed
start up on all
Martin's
engines
not
and turbo
on the
disconnected.
manufacturer's
You're
list.
good to go. We'll get our safe disconnected now, so have a safe flight. Look out for the pin on the right and we'll see you next time.
Thanks very much for your help. Pin on the right and we'll see you again soon.
There it is. Ooh. They only have the LM100J.
Cabin crew, please set doors to automatic.
Oh, it's the L100 Hercules. And cargo, oh, that's it. Cargo space is only 20,000.
Yeah, aye. Because the military, it's not... You know, it's not that really good. It's... I mean, it can carry a lot of people.
Too bad we couldn't go full military with C5 Galaxy. That right there, dude, is the...
Ladies and gentlemen,
insane.
we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft.
Well, yep,
A
you might be
safety
able to
card
get
in your seat
it.
pocket showing the exit
But you
route.
might need to
guarantee
look at
Masks,
out
life
of
jackets, and brace
manufactured
position, which you must adopt if you hear brace.
planes.
Brace.
I don't think
There
they make
are
the
two
C-17
emergency
anymore.
exits at the rear, four in the middle, and two at the front of the cabin.
C5?
More lighting will guide you to
Oh,
the
sorry, yeah,
exit.
C5,
Please
C-17
be
and
aware that your
the
nearest
C-130.
exit
Actually,
is
I
behind
don't
you.
think they make the
In an
C-130 anymore,
emergency,
do
leave
they?
all cabin baggage on board.
Yeah, they
seatbelt
do
is
make the
fastened,
C-130,
adjusted,
but
and
it's
released to
not
shore.
like it used to be.
Must
It used to be
fastened
like the
when the
primary
seatbelt signs are on, and we
transport,
recommend that you keep it
but
fastened at all times. If the
the
air supply
C5
fails, masks
is
will
like
drop from
the
above you.
absolute biggest
Pull
because
a
it's
mask
the
towards you
super
to start the
galaxy.
oxygen. Put
So
the mask
it's
over your
insane.
nose and
It's
mouth,
stupidly
hold in
insane.
place with the strap and pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist, click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not
Yeah,
inflate
but when
it
you're looking
inside
for
the aircraft.
buying planes at
When
the
outside, inflate
FS Airlines, look at the out
If it
of
fails to inflate or
no
needs
longer
topping up, blow it
sale,
through the tube.
well, no longer being
There is
sold.
a light and whistle for attracting attention.
Not just the
We
leasing
also carry flotation aids such
and
as
buying new.
your tray table must now be stowed. Unrest
Yeah,
down,
I already
window
looked at the
blinds
new.
open,
Couldn't
and
see anything.
seatbelt
I'm not in
fastened.
leasing.
We
I'm
wish you a
in
pleasant flight, and thank you for
aircraft
flying
orders.
self-loading cargo.
Nope, no, I'm not. I'm wrong. See, I don't like that. I'm in orders to order an aircraft to have it made, and it's not giving me any information about it. You know what I mean?
Right, so for first thing to do, if you're going to look at aircraft, do it through the Alba finance one. As in the
So
fleet.
go through Alba. And you said under fleet?
Yeah, Alba Finance. Right, so the manufacturer's list will be brand new stuff, basically.
Yeah, like I said, I'm looking around to see what the heck we have for options.
Oh, cool. Can buy a Chinook.
A Chinook, really?
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Everyone's seated and secured for takeoff.
We're almost ready actually, so you can take your seats now.
No problem.
Yep, so sorry folks, we're
For takeoff, please.
almost ready. Just need to get this pin signal. There we go. Okay, she's got the pin. Which is fine. Just having a look on this website, yep.
C-17, that was the other one I was thinking about.
Yeah, that's Globemaster, I think.
C-17 is Global Master, but it is smaller than the C5 Galaxy. C5
God,
Galaxy
yeah.
is the largest, and then the next one is the Lockheed C-141 Starlifter, and then the Boeing C-17 Global Master 3.
Yeah, because the aircraft orders, that's basically vehicles that are no longer in, that are basically not being made anymore.
Yeah, and like I said, the thing I'm not liking is if we were to have one built, for lack of better words, for us, it does not give me information. That's the problem I'm having.
Yeah, you should be able to get information though on aircraft. If you use a database.
Database, right.
So yep, on the website, under the database, you should be able to look at all the aircraft.
When you're not in a fight and streaming, we'll go through it. But like I said, I'm just futzing around right now.
Yep, still don't know why I've got a tug attached to me, but yep.
Maybe it. Man, nowadays the way flights have been going, even in real world, I don't know. An American Airlines jet was grounded today, or was it a Delta, for turning too quickly and putting the wing into a vehicle and injuring the driver.
Oh yeah, I read about that. Yeah, Trump's doing a fantastic job with aircraft safety.
I mean, something's going on. Shit.
Oh man, it's going to be one hell of a taxi. Holy Christ. I'm going to get this all wrong.
Yeah, Jesus. So the only one that is brand new that we don't have to have built is the LM-100J. That's the commercial freighter for Lockheed Martin, but it's... Yeah, that one only called 20,000 also.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to find anything that's bigger than the 747.
Yep, at the end of the day, the 747 is a... Oh yeah, a big aircraft for cargo.
And, hey, what now? What the hell is this one? Something from the USSR. It's an AN-225.
Yeah, not happening. Only one existed, and I was destroyed in Ukraine by the Russians. It crashed.
It was that one, but I wonder if we could put it in the FS Airlines. Because it is in Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yep, it is.
God, imagine filling that damn thing up.
Right, let's just check if my steering wheel's going to work here. Sweet, good. Alright, let's go.
Nope, they have all other Antovs, but not the 225.
Yeah, that's the famous plane that crashed. There was only one of them ever made, I believe.
I believe you're right.
Okay, spoilers on, flaps at 1.
Some people are saying the C-17.
Yeah, aye, Goldmaster, it's quite popular.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking on the. It basically has nothing really to do with FS Airlines, but it's the Microsoft Flight Simulators forum.
Oh yeah, chances you'll find the plane, you know, somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Dude, we could have the Flying Fortress and the Super Fortress made for us.
Why? Why?
Oh, I'm just saying that is just the weirdest thing for them to have. What would be the point of that?
Yep, I mean, I suppose there's some airlines that might do demonstrations or something.
There's also the C-97 Stratofighter. What the hell? But I suppose it makes sense that FS Airlines isn't really going to have things like that on there, because imagine seeing a C-17 take off at a, international airport or something, a cargo hub or something like that. That it would be a little too, I don't know, out there.
Well, I mean, it does happen, so...
Well, yeah, it does happen, but I'm just saying it would be kind of like the people who had those would basically be, cornering the market more or less.
Yeah, I don't think commercial airliners have things like C-17s. I think it's pretty much the military that deals with that.
Yeah. The C-17 has to have a C-17, the C-5, all those have to have specialized runways because when they land, they put so much force on the ground that it cracks runways.
Well, yeah, general runways. Well, main airports should handle it. The B-52, that's a weird one because it aligns its wheels for crosswinds. It's very bizarre. And it has a tendency to tear up airfields because the plane's actually facing a different way altogether.
I don't know if I've ever seen one of those take off or even fly. I might have to look it up.
Oh yeah, very bizarre. I have a funny feeling I'm taxiing through somewhere which I'm not meant to without clearance.
Very possible.
Yeah, probably because it's runway 07 left. Haha.
And what are you supposed to be taking off on?
07 right. Oh,
Oops.
shit. Box, I've got to take this turn here.
I have my one guy coming back from Japan, and I have another one going from Boston to LAX, completely fully loaded with packages, sitting at $509,000.
Okay. Right, okay, so we just hold it and run away.
I might have to do a flight to get back to Cleveland because my guy has 25 happiness right now. I'll probably do that when I'm not as tired.
Yep, try and get them back to their hometown.
Yeah, they're only in Pittsburgh. They're not far away. It's not a long flight, but...
Right, okay.
Oh yeah, did you hear that there's now a trade war with Canada and Mexico for us?
Yeah, and I've retaliated as well.
Yeah. It's like, the freaking... let me check something real quick. Alright. I had to see how many people were watching your stream. the Cheeto shit stain. He only did like a 15%, but both Canada and Mexico's like, we're doing a 25% against you, but only for the red states, which unfortunately I live in a red state. But my uncle is trying to get information on if it's possible, since we have a autistic son, if we could expat to the Netherlands.
That's French, Netherlands.
Say what?
Netherlands wouldn't be my first choice, but yeah.
Well, for Americans, that's our easiest, because there is a thing that's Dutch and American FT. It's DAFT, something like that. It's easiest for Americans to go to. All we have to do is have a certain amount of money in the bank over there, and have a business idea to open a business there. But then again, we have all those ones like Ireland would pay people to live on these islands and everything like that. But it's the easiest one to get into, because he lived in the Netherlands for 15 years, and then he's living in Germany right now for the past 20.
That's awesome, mate. Just going to take off here.
And I'm watching.
$100 knots.
V1.
Positive rate, gear up.
Well, Melbourne Airborne. kind of worried here. I'm not seeing a flight plan coming up on my actual nav screen here.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, yeah, I'll just continue to climb. I'll do a step climb again, just to be the safe side, but we should be fine. A slow climber anyway, this plane. Weather looks absolutely fine. Right, so yeah, I carry on, because now I'm in the boring part of the flight.
I don't even remember where I was at. Just talking about or doing or whatever. But no,
Cabin crew,
one thing I
resume
was
duties.
I do want to try to get out of the U.S. for now, but probably just gonna have to suck it up and grin and bear it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
please keep your seatbelts fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies and debit.
Had to
credit
redo my
cards.
key bindings
The
again
correct
for my
change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further
Discord
assistance,
because of
then just ask us as we join you
I'm
in
trying
the
to play
cabin
this
shortly.
one game and
Thank you.
it doesn't like that I use my mouse to queue up.
Yeah. I get that quite a lot.
Yeah, but yeah, it is what it is.
Okay, flaps up. Let's get some speed going here. Did you see you get Project Zomboid?
No, I said that's a game I'm looking at getting, but I don't have it. I actually wanted to get that one and DayZ.
Ah, DayZ is not that good, I must admit. If you were going for something like DayZ, I would get Arma Reforger instead.
One of my coworkers told me that there's a company that is making a game that is going to be like Ark, but it's all on the world of Arrakis from Dune.
Oh, right. So, What is that, a mod?
No, it's a flat out game that's being developed that it's going to be like Ark and have, you know, all the you start off, you have to survive, you could tame the wildlife, including sandworms and everything like that. I have a wish list on my Steam page. It's Dune Awakening Homeworld or something like that, but it's Dune Awakening.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen the title, but I just thought it was just another Doom game.
Dune is my favorite movie of all time, so.
Doom or June?
Dune, D-U-N-E.
Ah, right, okay.
And I saw the Dune,
Ladies and gentlemen,
the, what is it, Dune
in a few
Medieval?
minutes we will be starting one of our in-flight movies. If you require headphones, please contact a flight attendant and we'll be happy to help.
Doesn't
For
ring a
those
bell.
of you who brought your own, you can plug them into the armrest to the side of you, due to channel 6 on the in-flight entertainment system. Thank you.
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you enjoyed flying with us so far. We're currently climbing up to our cruising altitude of 36,000 feet, so I thought I'd give you a quick update. We're making good progress towards our destination and expect to arrive on time as planned. You'll next hear from me just before we start our descent. I'll be sure to keep you updated if anything changes, but in the meantime please feel free to relax and take advantage of our onboard facilities. Thank you.
Oh, well, it's looking flying in Glasgow.
Ladies
Did you ever
and
try
gentlemen,
doing one of the,
we are about
with
to
the new
start one
weather
of
and
our
everything like
in-flight
that?
movies. If you'd like to watch, please plug in your headphones and select channel 18 from your armrest remote. Thank you, and I hope
Yeah,
you
I
enjoy the
did
film.
a flight from, Greenland, somewhere in Greenland I think it was. It's
How'd that-
snowy, sleety, very low visibility. I took off fine, flew away for a bit, and then came in for a landing, and I didn't make the landing.
Oof.
But I was in the A340, which is a bit ridiculous for that kind of airport.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you.
So I'm just going to go to my final flight level of 360. Yeah, I mean, the land VFR aircraft, they're pretty good. They're not study level,
Ladies
but
and gentlemen,
they're kind of in between.
in a few minutes we will be starting the in-flight drinks service. If you
Yeah.
could please ensure all aisles are clear and bags are placed in the overhead lockers, that would be much appreciated. Thank you.
So, I mean, they're not bad if you want to learn, but I would still always go for basically study level if you really want a proper flight sim experience. But it can be overwhelming, you know, because then you need to understand all the bloody systems. Just like GCS in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a freeware A330 by basically a guy's called Headwind. It's free, pretty good.
Alright.
This is the thing these days. I mean, the mods that people develop are just so high quality now, you know.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, I remember with Flight Sim X, you're like, oh, cool, there's a plane, it's a mod. And it was like, okay, this is horrific. But the quality that you see now, I mean, these people, you know, they get access to the data and they can really do a great job with it.
Yeah, there's some mods out there for many, many games that are just completely and utterly insane when it comes down to it.
Yeah, but when we're talking about simulations, you know, simulations, people expect, you know, fidelity.
Yeah.
So I mean, like DCS, when you've got the, there was a F4 Phantom before the actual official module came out. It was awesome. Oh, what other
Yeah.
ones? The Skyhawk, absolute amazing mod. You know, considering it's free of charge, you just wouldn't believe that it's free.
We are about to serve
Yeah,
our
that's the
drinks
thing that
menu.
gets me about a
Choose
lot
from our
of
menu
these
hot tea and coffee or a number of
freeware
soft
mods
drinks.
out there now.
Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisle. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's frankly terrifying the amount of fidelity that we get now with, well, free mods basically.
But it's like, there's, you know, Sims are one thing where, you know, it is going to be just flat out insanity when it comes down to how well mods are. But then there's other things like, Fallout 4, how somebody turned around and made a whole entire game out of a mod. It's insane.
Oh, that's what DZ is. Just a mod from Arma.
I know, but this one is, let me think of the name. Fallout London.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
It's like I've looked at it, but I would love to have the mod. But the problem is it is so intense. But you have to change so much of your game files that it's kind of like, is it worth it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do like the mods to be preferably quite simple to install. And
Yeah.
with a backup option as well. Yeah, but mods can get annoying though. I mean, like Arma's a great game. With the mods, it's even better. But when you jump onto a server, sometimes the mods you need are like 60 odd mods. And you're just like, oh, come on, give me a break.
Yeah.
It might improve the game, but come on, you're taking the piss here. That's the thing with like Project Zomboid, you know, those wee games, wee small sort of indie games, mods, oh Jesus. Yeah, so many mods that can improve the game, but seriously, do I have to get all these mods just to join a server? Come on.
Yeah.
Although saying that, Assetto Corsa, the only reason why that racing game still is alive today is because of mods. And now with the new one, Evo, I really do hope that they support the mods, because it really makes a big dynamic in the actual game.
Yeah. That's kind of like one of the most popular type of games for a longest time. There's MOBAs, you know, League of Legends, you know, things like that, is because of, God, now I can't think of the damn name of the game. Shit. StarCraft.
Oh yeah, God, I remember that.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for StarCraft, then they would never have had those types of games. They were mods for StarCraft. And it's like you get these people who are turning around saying things like, oh no, you know, League of Legends is the first one of its kind. And it's like, okay, you really like the game that much, please learn the, you know, what the game really is.
This is a weird thing. I don't know how this came up. There was a video that was recommended to me on YouTube. So I watched it, and it was like using, remember the FX graphics cards? Like back in the day where it basically made a it was a 3D card.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, it was like Voodoo, you know, the first basically 3D cards.
Yeah.
And I was like, why has this came up in my feed? This is so old.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't remind me. Oh my God, I remember that struggle to get performance in a game. And I had to get a Voodoo card to like get Mick Warrior on a resolution of like 640, you know.
Yeah. Oh god. Mech Warrior and Armored Core, those two were like the best mech games out there, but they've kind of fallen off in my
Yeah, Mech Warrior 3, I loved that game. It was kind of heavy on the sim side. Ever since then, they kind of went a bit downhill, a bit more arcadey.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of fog patches again. I noticed that when I was flying into Germany.
Yeah, I'm playing a demo right now of this one game that has weird ass sand physics, and it's actually quite complicated for the resolution and everything like that of the game. It's strange.
Hello.
Sorry for the intrusion. I was just wondering if you'd like a drink.
Yes, please. Can I have a tea? Earl Grey, hot.
Of course, just give me a couple of minutes and
And of
I'll
course,
bring
it
it
being
for
a
you.
demo, it's not fully fledged, fleshed out, so it's glitchy, glitchy, glitchy.
Of course, is it just an indie developer?
Yeah, single developer, and it's
Ah,
like I was watching on my phone this one guy who was playing it, and it looks good. It's you have to design kind of like factory type things, but it has a lot of flaws. I'm trying to figure things out now, but things that are supposed to work don't.
is it an early access title or just a demo?
It's just a demo right now.
Probably won't get fuller than that, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Your drinks are ready. They're in the storage area, so feel free to collect them whenever you're free.
Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Because it's like you have to dig up sand, send it through a shaker to get gold, and then you have slag afterwards, and then you have to burn the slag to get more gold. But the problem is you can't automate the burning of the slag. It's kind of, I don't know how to put it. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, sounds very simplified as well.
Simplified to the point of difficulty, because it's like, oh, okay, this is simple. I'm going to get this working like this, but it doesn't work how it's supposed to work. That's the problem I'm having.
Yeah, well, that would be a flaw, yep.
But here's the thing, it's supposed to be all about automating. So why is it that you can't burn the slag through an automation process? You have to go with your flamethrower and burn it yourself. So it's kind of like, all right, this is not right.
Yeah, that's basically why I don't really play those kind of games. Well, I'll be right back. Going to the Louvre.
All right.
Looks like we're starting to reach Amsterdam. Well, the Netherlands, because you can tell by all these weird flat fields. Captain Gecko is back at the helm. Woohoo!
Yeah, my wife just told me that people are doing protests and shit like that they're going to be doing on the 5th to try to get the president impeached. Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Well, I mean, jail time. It's a good thing for him.
But here's the thing: he just said that he wants to get rid of the disability parking for all disabled people. He wants to take away all ADA, which is Americans with Disability stuff. He wants to get rid of all of it. He wants to. He says that if people can't park further away and walk, they shouldn't be driving. And he's also said that all disabled people should just die.
Yeah, he's basically a Nazi.
Yeah, it's
a
like
fascist dictator Nazi.
yeah, it's like my uncle, not cousin, my uncle, who lives in Germany right now, says that there is I think he called it the Alternative German Party, the ones that are basically Nazis, that completely and utterly love him. And if actual, Nazi sympathizers love you, there's an issue.
Yeah, no, it's the same with the redneck Confederates as well. Racists, basically, white supremacy.
Oh, well, unfortunately there are two different types of those people. You have the rednecks that have a Confederate flag because they believe that that's the flag of the South, which technically it is, but it isn't at the same time. And they mean no harm. They're good old boys. They mean no harm. They basically don't care what color you are. They care about how you treat them. But then, yeah, you got the Ku Klux Klan and everything like that have the Confederate flag and everything like that too. So unfortunately, it's kind of hard to sometimes tell the difference between the good old boys and the Nazi, or not Nazi, the Ku Klux Klan people until you talk to them,
Yeah. But again, white supremacy, Confederacy. That's our history.
Well, yeah, it is, but like I said, that it's a massive debate here in the U.S. about what the Confederate flag actually is. Because, yeah, we know how it started, but they're saying that that's not how it is anymore, according to them. So it's kind of like, how do you argue against people that say that that's, the way they see things? They don't see it as...
Tell that to the Trump supporters, because they seem to be a bit confused about it all.
Oh, half my family are Trump supporters, and they're everyone. It's funny. It's every one of my biological father's side, except my uncle, are Trump supporters, and every single one of them are preachers, men of God, all saying that Trump is basically sent from God. So it's kind of like, okay, you guys are worshiping a person.
False prophet.
Exactly, and that's against God, and yet you guys are, sitting here saying all this, stuff. So it's like,
Yeah, you wonder why it's a problem, Islam? Jesus.
yeah, I know what you mean. Fuck. God damn it. It's like, I sit here and I listen to all the stuff that this fucker's saying and everything like that, and I'm like, how can people sit here and believe this hogwash, and they think that, oh, Trump's gonna save us. How is he going to save us when every country hates him.
Exactly. That's a problem.
You know, it doesn't make any sense, and they're all like, "Oh, well, they're gonna have to listen to Trump." No, they don't. They're their own country. Nobody has to listen to Trump. Nobody has to listen to us. Nobody has to listen at all.
The
You know,
only people that listen to Trump are the rich people.
Mhm.
That's all he cares about. The other guys, I mean, Elon Musk, he's a fucking idiot. You know, he
Yeah.
thinks that Trump's going to make a change. It's not. He's going to. Well, he will make a change. He'll make the rich richer and the poor poorer.
and he's already doing that because with this fucking tariff, he doesn't realize that it has already upped the price of gas, the price of food, everything like that. And Trump honestly just does not give a fuck. And it just, I don't know, it just makes me mad that people sit here and will believe every fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I liked, I know this guy on Facebook, and he's not really a Trump supporter, but he's very much a right-wing kind of outlooking guy. And he's like, yep, well, I see all the leftists are now complaining about grocery prices. And I was like, well, they've always complained about grocery prices. Kamala Harris was going after the suppliers to get those prices sorted. Because when you've got like supermarket chains that are making billions in profit, but are still charging, you know, $10 for an egg kind of thing, you know, there's something wrong there. But Trump, his approach was, let's attack the shop owners. And you're like, what's that going to do? You're just going to punish people trying to make a living.
That's the exact thing, and he doesn't. I don't know. I don't understand why he is so asinine.
He's an absolute friggin' idiot. I mean, honestly, I can't see
Exactly.
any of his nonsense making sense at all.
Exactly, and it's like the people who believe in his stuff it's like you got these people who are actually more or less intelligent turning around thinking that,
Debatable, but yep. Carry on.
well, no, like you'll have professors of sociology and economics. Oh, Trump's gonna fix this. How is he gonna fix this? You fuckers are
Hello,
teaching,
Avery.
you know, all this shit. How is he supposed to fix this stuff? You know, and going about it, the president does not have the power to change grocery prices. Well, okay, I'll rephrase that.
Well,
They
yeah,
do,
it does.
but-
It's called
Yeah,
regulations, which is what Trump wants to get rid of.
Yep. But it's like I don't know. It's like I'm sitting here trying to figure out what's going to happen the next, you know, few years, and none of it is good.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yep, none of it is good. It's all going to come crashing down.
And it's like, and who's going to be left to pick up the fucking tab of all these freaking issues? The American public, the American people. And it's like,
Yeah, the leftists
exactly.
with common sense financial projects who are going to be cleaning up the mess. They can't develop America because it's being completely crushed. So they'll get blamed again for not making America better because they're still trying to clean up the goddamn mess that's been left behind. So they'll get voted out again.
Yep.
Yeah, just like Britain in that sense, really.
But it's like, at least in Britain and everything like that, the Prime Minister, how many Prime Ministers did Britain go through in 2 years? You know what I mean? It was insane how many people got,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
you know.
It was embarrassing. That's what it was. Bloody
Mhm.
Tories were an absolute embarrassment. And they were all about austerity, which didn't help the country whatsoever. I mean, that was a plan. It just made rich people richer, poor people poorer. Now we've got thousands of food banks, which we never had before, simply because of austerity. So, yeah, Labour's got to clean up all that mess. And they won't be able to do it.
Yeah, and you see one of the biggest things is the food banks we have here in America are dwindling because you have so many people who will go and take advantage of these food banks. And when I mean take advantage of them, I mean actual take advantage, not use them, but abuse them. So they don't actually need the food bank. They go and do it because it's a handout. You know?
Yeah, I think that's a statement on American culture.
Hmm. Exactly, and it's like, I don't like using food banks, even though, yeah, if I'm running out of food, I still don't go and use a food bank because somebody else might need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's just
yeah.
the way I feel about it. It's like everyone's like, no, it's there to help you. If you need food, go to a food bank and get food. And I'm like, but there's other people who need it more than me. And it's like, that's not the way it works.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather
Yeah.
spend 50 quid getting groceries and donating that to a food bank as opposed to going to a food bank and saying, oh, cool, I can get ravioli canned free of charge here. Sweet. But yeah, again, I think that's a reflection on the American culture. I think it's, they expect things, you know. They're privileged, they expect.
Well, not all of us see the world that way. It's, you know, out of every 100, that's weird.
Oh yeah,
For
no,
every
sorry.
100.
I'm just generalising, but it's not an accurate generalisation. But
Yeah.
when you have like TV shows like Sweet 16, you can see how the world sees that.
Yeah.
You know, rich people, privilege, they expect. A lot of the people under the poverty line, obviously, they don't expect. They're just trying to bloody well survive. And in all fairness, the media does have a lot to explain, well, to answer for, because they've caused a lot of this bullshit as well.
Yeah. You know, when freedom of the press came in, we were all happy that, hey, finally we're going to get to learn things and, you know, see what the hell's actually happening. No, that's not the way freedom of the press actually worked. That's the way it should have worked. But
Yeah,
it
that's
was,
true, yeah.
you know, it's like we don't get to hear what's really going on. We hear what they want us to hear, and it's like, where did I hear this at back in, you know, history class?
Yeah, the problem in media is, it's a big money market. So
Yeah, and
you
it
have
shouldn't
people
be.
aligned in certain ways. That's not the way it should be.
Yep.
I mean, Fox News is clearly, you know, right wing.
Oh God, yes.
That should not be the case. It should be reporting the news, not
Yep.
having a narrative about the news.
Yep.
And the same with the left as well. CNN, I think they're kind of left wing. You know, same problem. They kind of sway all their stories. Oh, well, yeah, the Republicans are to blame for this. Well, what's your evidence? It's just a narrative. Well, don't say that.
Yeah.
Report the news. Don't have a narrative.
Exactly, and that's the thing that really gets us is you have these people who they believe how do I put it? They believe whatever the media puts out. And it's like, this isn't the way it really is. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, look at Twitter. Ever since Elon Musk put his basically put his eggs in the basket for Trump, there's been an exodus of people leaving Twitter.
Yeah.
Because it's became an absolute racist breeding ground.
Exactly. Same thing with Facebook. It's like a lot of us have stopped using Facebook because of all of the bullshit that's going on. It's because, you know, instead of fact checks, instead of, you know, the truth being told, it's nothing but hate and things like that. I have had more things on my stories about I don't know, kids and their sexuality and shit like that than I should be seeing. You know what I mean?
Well, right, yeah. I mean, I don't get that on Facebook. My Facebook seems to be pretty decent, to be honest. But I've got friends on both sides, you know, of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm getting hit with a certain demographic of, well, you're clearly a right-wing guy or a left-wing guy. I think Facebook sees me in the middle.
Yeah, but I mean, it's from my understanding, it's like people who are in other countries are actually seeing, you know, normal stuff, but over here we're seeing, you know, so much bullshit that it shouldn't be, you know.
False. I mean, what's it? Trump called it false news. But
Exactly.
He practically invented the whole fucking phenomena.
Mm-hmm.
He set up a whole social media network because he thought things like Twitter, all other social media outlets were telling lies, but he knew they weren't. Some of them probably were involved in some bullshit. But at the end of the day, that's information getting out. But he set up a whole social network so that he could then lie to people.
Exactly.
Nothing to do with the truth whatsoever. But basically, he really did set up false news.
And then he named it fucking Truth Media. It's like, really? Or Truth Social or some shit like that.
Yeah, as soon as you see that kind of name popping up, you know it's just bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I'm only telling the truth. Yeah, fuck you.
But I mean, I've seen recently as well where the actual space pointed this out, that apparently the pilot of the helicopter that crashed into that plane, he was a transgender black guy. And oh my god, there we go. That's exactly what's wrong with America. Really?
Yes, I'm like, it's like people lost their lives. Who gives a fuck with who they were, you know? And also, there's no way he could have been a transgender black guy because Trump made it illegal for transgenders to be in the military again.
Of course. So who's to blame, really?
Exactly.
Yeah. And also the fact that apparently American air traffic controllers are being, overrun They're down to 2 people doing the job of 1 just now, and that's because you put a freeze on hiring new people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is all going to come back and hurt this guy big time.
I'm hoping. I really fucking hope. It's like I don't wish ill on anybody. I don't care who the hell they are. But this guy he is going to turn around and harm so many people with the way he thinks that it's pathetic.
Well, I mean, the scary thing is, like, the LGBTQ community, you know, I mean, I'm not into all that. I don't care about it. You know, I mean, each to their own is my motto. But they are living in terror just now. I mean, this is basically, you know, Nazi Germany. I mean, they're expected to be possibly jailed soon, you know. I mean, if I was them, yeah, I would be terrified.
Now, here's the thing. It's like I support whoever wants, you know, I support people who want to, you know, be in love. I don't give a fuck what the hell they think. But here's the thing. In recent years, the LGBTQ community have been shoving their sexuality down everybody's throat. That's the one thing that they got, you know. It's like, yeah,
I've not seen that. I have not seen that.
Over here, it's all of the time.
Yeah, but we've got pride festivals here. And, you know, fair dues, so let them have a festival. But
yeah, fuck yeah.
We don't get it rammed down our throat. Not at all.
Well, what I mean by rammed down our throat is this. We turn around and I literally say, I'm not going to turn around and label anybody. I'm not going to turn around and say, you know, these people are good or these people are bad. You know, people are people. You know, everybody's inherently good. Everybody's inherently bad because, you know, we can do both things. But it's like you'll have the LGBTQ community who will turn around and say, don't lump us in with cisgender, which is straight people. It's like we don't, you know, as technically a cisgender man, I don't want to be labeled as cisgender because they came up with a name because it rhymes with sissy, because we don't want to stand up and be who we really are, because they believe a lot of people are gay who are, you know, not saying they're gay.
All right.
So
yeah, see, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that just goes right over my head. I mean, I don't give a shit about that. It's like, it's not going to affect my life.
Exactly. It's not going to affect my life.
They should have legal rights like anybody else on the planet. So yeah, I mean, as long as they're not doing any harm, I don't care.
Exactly. I don't give a fuck unless, like you said, unless they're doing harm. If they're harming kids or, you know, anything like that, excuse me, that's when I care. But they're 99% of the time not harming kids, or they're not harming anybody. But yes, they are being attacked. I'm not saying they're not. But the thing that the LGBTQ community has got to chill on is thinking that everybody is against them, especially when we say, no, you know, we're not part of the community, we're not LGBTQ or anything like that, but we're supporters, because we're not going to go and fly the, you know, pride flag or the guys and everything like that. It's like, no.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
that's the thing that's getting.
Yeah, I mean, some people can be obnoxious with their outlook, you know, and that does include, you know, LGBTQ, etc. as well. But it's not that many, really.
It's not that many, but you've heard of the term squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah, but again, I don't see that as a justification that, you know, you should sort of be, well, in opposition against it, or at least resist it. I mean, people are noisy. we look at Trump.
Yeah. But like, me personally, I'm not against anybody. You know, I want people to, you know, be happy and everything like that. I'm not against anybody, but when I get lumped in with the people who are against people, you know, it kind of gets a little old.
Right, yeah. See, that's the thing. I mean, that's the weird thing is, right, see the binary thing. I do not get that whatsoever. I mean, each to their own, but I just don't get it. You know, so I had a guy on Facebook, and he was binary, and I was like, right, okay, fair enough, you know, but I don't even understand. And he just replied to me, he's like, well, that's a problem, and then he just unfriended me. And I was like, well, thanks for explaining that to me, because now I'm no better off. You fucking idiot.
They claim that non-binary means they aren't a man or a woman, and they'll love whoever they want to love. That's literally what it is.
I'm hearing me binary. I mean, now it's like I've got so many bloody plurals, names, you know, titles. You know, you should refer to me as Alberto. Why? Because that's how I wish to be referred to. What? Why? It's not your name. You know, just all these weird things that goes on. I don't understand that at all. I mean, I'm not against it. Each to their own. But yeah, it's a bit odd.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yep, I mean, I can't even really speak about binary because I just have no understanding of it whatsoever. I cannot get my head around it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm totally relying on Navigraph for this flight because I do not have a flight plan apparently.
Oh no.
Oh no, I do, yeah. So I'll probably go, yeah, GLW, yeah. No, yeah, that's looking actually fine. Weird.
Just not showing up properly.
No, it's now showing up on the actual flight plan. Although, hang on.
It's never good when you say that.
Yeah, so it's an ACPED arrival, so yes, no, it's looking good. I just need to get to 7,000 feet for Lanark, that's all I need to worry about.
Right. It's like I was trying to learn about what was it, IVF in comparison to whatever the other one was for autopilot, and that's why I was like looking at the A320 through tutorials and things like that, and the what do you call it, that fucking tablet wasn't there, and I was like, oh, okay. That's what kind of got me, is the tablet not being there.
Is that the fly-by-wire one or the one that's default?
Fly-by-wire one.
Yeah, it might be a bug.
That's what I'm believing.
Yeah, I've had it happen a couple of times with the PMDG, so It could be there's an issue with flight sim and third-party module just now. But when I restart a flight, it seems to crop up. So, you know, it's weird, very weird.
I tried restarting the flight and everything like that. It just did not want to do it for me, so I was like, okay. And that, I even went over to 2020 to check it out.
Oh yeah, that'd be my first port of call, yeah. Yep, I've not actually tried the A320 for ages, the freeware one.
I don't know, I just seem to get unlucky when it comes down to things working and not working the way they're supposed to.
Have you not tried the A380 yet? Haha.
Probably not.
Yeah, come on. It's a legendary plane.
The way you're saying that.
Yeah, it's out of production already, so can't buy one. Well, we can, but we can't afford one. Yeah, but I'd love to add an A380. Oh yeah. And the way they've got the flight management computer system, I have no idea how to work it. It's so different from what I'm used to.
That just screams confidence. Confidence. I can't go where.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at it and I thought, right, okay, and since these wee guys have developed their own wee system, and then I watched a couple of A380 flights, and I was like, oh my god, that is the system they're using. And I was like, oh shit, why did they change it? I mean, Airbus are really good for this kind of thing, they keep everything the same, but this is totally different.
Yeah, like I said, confidence. Like everyone. Fine now when you're doing free shop.
Yeah.
I'll be one of the first people to say, if I'm flying something, we fucked.
Well, this'll be an interesting landing, I'll tell you that much, because my flight plan seems to be in the system, but it's not showing me the flight plan. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen when I actually get to the airport.
Pick a runway and that's all I can say.
I'm suspecting I might need to go on a manual approach.
Yeah.
Looks like we're just approaching Newcastle. So, tip your hat to Jay Johnson.
Who?
Jay Johnson. It's a guy in looks like he's situated his Airbus A320 next gen at Newcastle. You shouldn't be up this late, Mr. J. Johnson. Yep, well, weather's still looking fine in Glasgow.
That's good. Yeah, it's like today it was only supposed to rain today, and we had kind of a, not a snowstorm, but a flurry earlier, and I'm sitting here at work, and I'm like, where the fuck did this come from?
That's weird. So, with the hotel, what hours are you working just now then?
3 to 11. 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Unless it's slow, then they send.
Right, yeah, so I see you mentioned that, yeah. So what's it you actually do though?
I'm a basically front desk. I'm a guest service person. So when someone comes to check in, I check.
Ah, right. So that's why you Skype with your YouTube videos and that, yeah.
Hmm?
That's how you Skype with your YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we're not saying that live, of course. This man is not complicit in that whatsoever.
Oh, they don't care. My boss sits there and he's on Discord all the time. He's the one that told me about the Dune thing. Because his favorite movie is, I think it's called They Live or something like that. It has Roddy Piper.
Oh,
It's a 1980...
brilliant film, yeah. John Carpenter,
Yeah.
one of my favourite directors.
Yep, John. I mean, come on. Who doesn't love a good John Carpenter movie?
I mean, Halloween.
Damn, like I
Friends
said. He's like,
The Thing.
he is...
Jeez.
Exactly. God, what the fuck was that guy's name? George Romero. I mean, come on. He's modern day George Romero.
I was way ahead of George Romero.
George Romero is the person who came up with basically most of the horror genre.
No, zombie-wise, yeah.
And it's like, John Carpenter came up with more. I consider his stuff slasher horror flicks.
But it's not. But it's not. That's the thing. But it's very famous for it. The Prince of Darkness. Oh, that's bloody good film. What's it called? Prince of Darkness?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's on with Alice Cooper where he impales somebody with a bike.
I'm gonna actually go look.
Oh, it's such a good film.
Yeah, Prince of Darkness, 1987.
Yeah, that was his peak. His later movies were a bit disappointing, I have to admit.
Oh God, I was want to keep up with that one. Let me go look at something.
Well, the good thing is, it never really did a studio job. I mean, The Thing, that was a studio production. That was really the only one, in a sense.
Yeah.
I can't respect that.
Oh God, yes. There is another that it's like there are 3 quintessential names when it comes down to holy shit, this fucker was born in Ohio. Anyway, there are 3 film directors / screenwriters that are synonymous when it comes down to horror. You got George Romero, you got John Carpenter, and you have Wes Craven.
Yeah. Clive Barker.
No, I'm saying
Jonathan
Clive
Landis. I mean, there's a few to be fair, but
But what I mean is, those are the three that you know for a fact, beyond a shadow of a doubt, theirs is going to be a massive success. I mean, shit, Wes Craven died in 2015, and they're still making his movies. They are making a new Nightmare on Elm Street, which unfortunately, they're not going to have Robert. What was it? Robert.
England.
Yeah. They're not going to have him, which kind of. How the fuck are you going to do it without Freddy himself? But whatever, you know.
Well, I mean, they did remake Nightmare on Elm Street, and it was a different guy, and he was okay, to be fair. But the thing is, it's not Robert Englund, you know, so yeah. It's a hard call. But the film was a bit shit, to be fair.
And the only thing, when it comes down to it, I will give.
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit.
Clive Barker
As you've probably noticed,
his too.
we've started our descent.
Who the
We
hell
should be
doesn't
arriving
know
in around 20 minutes depending on local air traffic, and I will shortly be
Clive
instructing the
Barker's-
cabin crew to get the cabin ready for our
They
arrival.
set the stall out
Once
with
that happens, the seatbelt sign will be
basement
illuminated and you will be required to
Hellraiser.
stay seated and secured until after landing. If you need to visit
And
the toilet, it may be worth making your way
weirdly
towards
enough,
one now.
the
You'll next
other
hear from me
film.
after landing, so I will wish you a very good afternoon once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while.
Sorry, just go through all this audio. So, yep, Clive Barker's. What was it? Oh, there was it was quite a bad film adaptation. It was about the illusionist. I can't remember what that's called.
Wasn't the Four Horsemen?
Nope.
Yeah, that wasn't a horror movie. That was more of a mystery. I don't know.
Oh, the one I'm thinking about though. Oh, it's about all the media, all the mutants in media, and David Cronenberg's character is trying to hunt them down for power. Oh, what else? It's not Hellraiser. It's oh, I can't remember the name of it. Fuck.
Who was the main person in it?
It was two kind of unknown actors, a guy and a female. But David Cronenberg played a part in it. They were like mutants, you know. The media. It's a fantasy place that actually existed. It was based on one of his short stories. Clive Barker directed it, and it was a really, really good film.
Nightbreed.
That's the one, Nightbreed. Yeah, that was good. That was a good film.
Nightbreed is actually considered a cult classic. Unfortunately, I could never get into it, really.
Wasn't the same as a book, but for a film adaptation, I thought he did really well.
Yeah. Okay, it was based... Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, there it is. It was actually a book by Clive Barker, written by Clive Barker. And, of course, music by dang fucking Alba.
Well, of course.
That man, shit. You can't really ever have any good, like, theatrical scores without that man.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Same as Zimmerman.
Zimmerman. Remind me of his first name.
Oh, come on. Hans Zimmerman.
Oh, okay.
He's like made a lot of the most recent epic scores. He's like the new John Williams.
That's why I cringed when I heard his name. Fuck. He did the new Doom. I'm sorry, I can't. When they put fucking Charlemagne as the Paul Moadib, I was like, you guys are fucking morons. They were, unfortunately, instead of trying to make a good remake of Dune, they just threw in all the most famous actors, and they're like, maybe this will work.
Cabin crew to intercom,
Because
please.
Timothy Chalamet is a horrible, horrible actor. He cannot
Hello.
method act.
Hello,
He
Captain.
can't do anything to save his fucking life. And then you got Zendaya. They put her in because
Can I call
coming
you
up
back?
from Spider-Man,
No problem.
she was another big name.
Spider-Man, I don't like Spider-Man stuff.
It was okay.
I think
You know,
that went
I-
all downhill.
It did go all downhill, but I gotta admit, it was better than The Amazing Spider-Man with, what's his name? Andrew Garfield. Even though that one did go and prove and show that the Peter Parker's first love was Gwen. You know, not MJ. But yeah, it's like on Dune, when they turned around and put Jason Momoa as Duncan, I immediately I almost threw my popcorn at the fucking screen.
Oh, right, is that the remake?
Yes.
Yeah, I've not seen that, so I can't comment. I did like the original though. It's a bit weird, but yeah, I did like it.
Oh god, it's my favorite fucking movie. I mean, you know, you had well, Patrick Stewart, of course, as Gurney, and then you had Sting as Fade. Sting was awesome in that movie. You know, in the fight scene in the end.
Oh no, he
Oh
was.
my god. I mean, it's like, you had, what was it? Kyle Klein, I believe, was Paul Atreides. He was completely fucking perfect. Because the whole thing is, Paul Atreides was very intelligent, but also a warrior. And Kyle actually did a great job portraying that. But freaking Timothy Chalamet, I felt like he had a thumb up his ass this whole fucking movie.
Okay.
You know, and like I said, this is my favorite movie, so I know the movie inside and out. I've read the book. I've, fan of Frank Herbert, and it's like I will give the new Dune this. It follows the book more closely than the 1984 version. Like, it follows it almost word for word. But,
Yeah. I mean, well, that's always going to be a contention, though. You know, the book adaptation to the film.
very true, but the only reason I say that it's okay is in the 1984 version, Frank Herbert himself was one of the producers. So that's kind of where I'm like, okay, you know, the writer actually, you know, came up.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. That's not a good sign, I will admit.
You know, but like I said, the 2001 version was, you know, good. But I mean, I don't know, because it's like every person in 2001 was just complete and utter trash. You know, like, don't get me wrong, I like Zendaya as an actress. I like Jason Momoa as an actor to a point. And Dave Bautista, great actor to a point. But when they turn around and put them in the wrong things,
Cabin crew, prepare the cabin for
it
landing.
makes it feel like they don't really care about the movie. They only care about the money that it's going to make.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Oh,
captain
yeah.
has turned the seatbelt signs on, which means you must now take your seats in the cabin. Please remain seated until the signs are turned off.
So
Thank
it's
you.
like, yeah, no.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But
we
I will
shortly
say
be
this in the
landing.
2001 version,
Please ensure your cabin
Oscar
bag is
Isaac
safely
was a
stowed with your
good
laptop inside.
Leto Atreides.
Your tray table must be
because the
stowed,
person who
armrest
was
down
Leto,
and window
the
blind
Duke
open.
prior,
You now need to be
what the hell
seated
was
with your
his name?
seatbelt fastened ready for landing.
Jurgen.
Please help us by handing in any rubbish,
Jurgen.
newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take
I
with
think
you.
it starts with a F.
The toilets are no longer in
I don't know,
service.
I can't remember.
Thank you.
But it felt like they were both the same almost,
Well, that's good. But I've not seen the new film, so I really can't comment, to be fair.
Yeah. If you like Dune and you could stand things that are wildly different, it might be something to go and take a look at. But the problem is, like I said, it does follow the book, but they cast the wrong people. Like,
I mean, the new Hellraiser film, it got good reviews. Sorry, not Candyman.
I
It
heard
got
that was good.
good reviews, but I didn't like it. It just didn't have the feel of the original film to me. It was a very, I hate to say it, but a diversity exercise.
Yeah.
And it just didn't have the impact that I felt from the original film. But again, the original film is very much based on Clive Barker's short novel. The new one was new. they tried to expand it a bit, and I just didn't like it.
Yeah. Whenever someone tries to expand a movie beyond the original, when it was a book, moving it on, through a book and everything like that, and onto the other side, it's going to lose its artistic direction.
Well, it doesn't have to be that way. That depends on the writer.
Very true, but if the writer is no longer around, you got to kind of interpret the mood and the feeling that writer was having and thinking about while writing it. You know what I mean?
I mean, people have done this very successfully. They've expanded the universe. I mean, look at Aliens.
Oh, God, yeah.
That was a fantastic sequel, basically.
It was. When it comes down to the Alien franchise, I just hated Prometheus. That was basically the
I
prequel
love the
to.
Alien franchise.
You like what?
I love the Alien franchise.
Don't get me wrong, the Alien franchise is great.
Hello.
To me, they dropped
Hi,
the ball
Captain.
on 3.
The cabin is
Like,
secured for
massively
landing.
dropped the ball on 3.
We're almost ready,
Because
actually,
they
so you can take your seats now.
supposedly it only takes
No problem.
anywhere between 8 and 12 hours for a chest burster to pop out.
All stations.
Supposedly.
Seats for landings, please.
But yet in 3, you are telling me that Sigourney Weaver had it in her for how many fucking days?
Oh, well, Alien 3 was a bit of a catastrophe.
Yeah.
I
it
still
was horrible.
loved that film. I mean, okay, the production release was a disaster, but the director's release was actually, pretty good.
One, I'm actually kind of looking forward to. I haven't really gotten into the universe of it, but it's the Warhammer 40K, the new movie that's coming out next year.
Not my cup of tea, but I do love Warhammer 40k, because I usually play it all the time.
Here's my thing. Like I said, I have a lot of the games. I know some of the lore because there's a lot, like fucking orcs. Everything that's red is powerful, but I digress. The reason I want to see the movie, I'm a fan of Henry Cavill. I'm a fan of his.
I like that he plays games.
Yeah, but the reason I'm a fan of his is if he plays something like when he started playing Superman, he went and read all the comic books, read all of the freaking short novels that he could find, everything like that to get into the mindset. And he played a wonderful Superman. Like the only other person that did it better. Yeah, the only other person that did it better, in my opinion, was Christopher Reeves.
Yeah,
and
I agree with that.
Here's the thing: he is a massive 40k player. He says he has every single thing that has to do with Warhammer. He was cast as the lead role for the movie, so it's his dream movie. And because I'm a fan of his, I want to see him play that. You know what I mean? I want to see him playing the role he's dreamt of his whole entire career.
I can see that backfiring, of course, but yep.
It pissed me off when I can't believe that DC Warner Brothers backpedaling. Oh, we want to restart the franchise. Why? You have a Superman who is perfect for the position, and then when they found out all the hate they were getting for it, they called him back up and they're like, can you come back? So it was funny, on his Instagram he was looking at the Superman thing and everything like that, then he set it down on a crystal and just walked away. That was his answer to the studio, basically saying, nope, I'm not coming back. And that was classy in my opinion.
Yeah, well, it makes a difference, I suppose, because normally the actor gets kicked out of the bloody plan.
Oh, did you see that thing I put in Discord yesterday on the Star Citizen channel?
Nope.
You should watch it. It's funny. It's a clip from a guy playing. Yeah, it was hilarious. Basically, the gist of it is he put his GPU misread Hurston and thought it read heaven. And as soon as he opened the door from the apartment, for lack of better words, the brightness was so bright that it whitewashed his whole entire display.
All right, that was a flash.
No, it was.
It.
I don't know what the heck it was. It was like he did it, and he was standing out there looking around, see people walking a little bit, but I'm like, God damn, talk about a bug.
Because Pyro has got solar flares.
This was
well, I mean, so they've been disabled as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, this wasn't in Pyro, this was on Hurston.
Alright, yeah, well, that'll be a bug.
Yeah.
That could be a driver bug, though, as well.
Yeah. Could be. But it was funny as hell. I'm like, wow, Star Citizen, alright. Keeping bugs since freaking, what was it, 2012?
Okay, well, I think I'm on this approach.
Are you kidding me? The Grammy ceremony is in turmoil after thousands block traffic in LA, massive protest against President Trump and migrant crackdown. And they're showing that everybody's being tear gassed.
Yes, well, let's have a bit of a exercise on military.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so bear with me, I'm just on this. I hope it's an approach.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough, I suppose.
Okay, well, the pilot seems to be doing what it's meant to be doing.
That's another good thing.
Well, when I say that, I think it's what it's meant to be doing.
Oh, it's doing perfectly good. Maybe. Kinda. Sorta. Yeah, it's going back and forth.
Right, okay, here we go.
Yeah, because I think the A320 can actually land on its own. But I'm curious to find that out.
Second?
Supposedly, like I don't like using autopilot to land. Supposedly the A320 can land on its own, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah, it can, yeah, but you need to have the both autopilots enabled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm going to be doing a manual approach once I get a bit closer. Now, I'm not seeing a glide slope here, so, I mean, I'm declining in height. Is that on a glide slope? Must be, must be.
Yeah, your speed's basically steady, and you're going down pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I seem to be lined up fine. Speed's fine. I'll do speed manually, I think, now. Okay, got the runway in sight.
Where? Oh, right there.
It's such a good landing at Frankfurt, so And I've been struggling landing this plane, so hopefully this is going to be a second good result.
Here's hoping. It's gonna be better than ones I've been doing. Fucking 90%.
Oh, get my replay turned on. Woohoo!
What turned on?
Replay recording.
Oh, okay.
Of course, I'm wearing socks, which doesn't help with the pedals.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good approach. I'm liking this.
Yeah, you're very well lined up.
Back.
That's a bunch of dead birds.
Ah, it's a bounce.
Well, bad landings happen.
Right, that didn't go well.
Good to know I'm not the only one that makes the planes bounce.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform
But, you know, I guess
safety-related
every
duties.
one you walk away with is a
However,
good one,
we
right?
ask that you remain seated until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal
Ladies
belongings
and
with you,
gentlemen,
checking in the
please
seat
remain
pocket,
seated until the
underneath the
captain
seat,
turns
and
off
in
the
the overhead
seatbelt sign.
lockers.
Once that happens, we
take
will
care
start
when opening
deboarding
the
and you'll be
lockers in
able to
case
leave
It's
the
not
aircraft.
good,
Thank you.
Dr. Lynn,
Smoking is not permitted
What's
until
that
we reach a
replay?
designated
Not
smoking
so
area.
good.
On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has
Alright.
been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your self-loading cargo journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter, or the official self-loading cargo app. Thank you.
And I'm back.
Welcome. I'm looking at my YouTube studio,
Oh,
and it's some stuff that is 13 years old is still being watched. Like past 48 hours, one thing I made January 4th, 2013 has 6 new views.
what?
Weird. Yeah, a video that I made in 2013 has 6 new views in the past 2 days. Weird.
My landing wasn't that bad. 685 feet per minute. I mean, fair enough, bit of a hard landing, yeah. It's all your plane took any damage. Alright, let's have a look at the replay.
Jesus. Overspeed, under FL 100, and hard landing.
The overspeed, I call bullshit.
That's the problem I've been having with mine too. It's like overspeed. I'm like, how can I be overspeed when it's telling me I'm stalling? You know?
Yeah, if you're under flight level 10,000, basically you need to be 250 knots or lower.
That's what I usually am. Because it's like the one I just did last from Cleveland to Pittsburgh. Yeah, I only flew at like 3,000 feet, and I was only going about 229. So, I don't know.
Bonnie Glasgow. I did float for a bit, which was a bit worrying.
You did what?
I floated for quite a long way down the runway.
Yeah. You like the view of the engines, don't you?
Oh man, that's a long float.
We're down.
That was about see how bad this really was.
The tire's still spinning.
V1.
As you killed a whole flock of freaking birds too.
Woohoo! Yep, killed them all.
There goes, right there. Squish.
Yeah, I was not expecting those kind of winds though, but yeah. Oh, that was a bad landing, Jesus. Oh, that flare was terrible.
And like you said, you've been having problems with this plane, so.
Yeah, I have.
V1.
I mean, the approach was all fine, really. I mean, okay, I was getting a bit misaligned with the runway, but...
Yeah. Jesus, fucking Trump just said, today I've implemented a 25% tariff on imports from Mexico and Canada, 10% on Canadian energy, and 10% additional tariffs on China. This was done through the internet, who gives a fuck, because of the major threat of illegal aliens and deadly drugs killing our citizens, including fentanyl. Okay,
what does tariffs, trade tariffs got to do with drugs?
That's his reasoning. First of all, why Canada? Illegal aliens. We don't have illegal aliens in fucking Canada.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's a bloody psycho. Not just a psycho, he's a sociopathic, narcissistic psychopath.
V1.
Let's see why I'm floated here.
There goes those damn birds.
Man. Yeah, not a good one.
Blame the socks.
V1.
But you did slow down fast as fuck, though.
Oh hell yeah, aye. 4 engines reverse thrust speed. Oh, braking going on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how the passengers suffered.
At that time, you would not want to be at the window seat.
Yeah, bounce, you know, it does happen in real life, you know, it's perfectly normal.
Yeah, if you're, you know, riding on things like Spirit, Frontier, or Ryanair.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Ryanair. It's a good landing.
Yeah, I think Space was flying that one.
I say that, really.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Just like the Titanic wasn't that bad of a cruise.
Yeah, fair enough. Can't complain.
Now here's where you make the announcement. Thank you for flying Gecko Air.
Yeah, well,
If you need to, if you need to go and change your underwear, the bathrooms are just after you get off the jetway to the right-hand side. If you need to vomit, the trash cans are on your left.
Oh, shit, Jesus. Okay.
If you walk off perfectly fine, you're a fucking maniac.
Yep, I've still got to actually get the crew.
That's one thing that they really should or this or that, you know.
Yeah, I've got that.
Oh well, fuck.
Yeah, man, the saying good landing so far.
I was about to say your stream stopped for a minute. It's back up now.
Right, okay.
So where do you get things like that off of? Are they mods or something?
SLC, self-loading cargo, is what it's called. It's payware.
No, payware. I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, he's the slowest developer in the world, basically.
But yet he wants money for it. Go figure.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with him. The original kind of thing was FS Passengers, which was good. But Active Sky, I mean, I would certainly recommend that. It's good. Right, okay. Oh.
Well, the high fidelity weather.
Yep, sorry, I'm just, my spoilers are all over the shop, my flaps are still up. Yeah, I gotta land at this international stand, so the stand that can take a big aircraft. And don't try to use pedals with socks.
I don't use pedals at all. I only got my joystick. That's why I said blame the socks.
Yeah, I'll blame the socks, absolutely.
Your socks caused you to bounce.
Yeah, I mean, it slipped like buggery, honestly.
I can imagine.
You can't blame me for that.
No. The makers are the ones that did that one.
Okay, shut down engines. I probably should have got the APU on, but yeah. Ugh. Oh, it's automatically giving me ground power. How sweet. that does not work on study level aircraft.
Yeah.
Okay, well I suppose I should get the doors open.
Yeah, just make sure the inflatable ramps are fully inflated before jumping.
Oh, sorry, the line's still on.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. Microphone check is 5 out of 5. Roger. Hi, Captain. Would you mind turning off the taxi lights? They're a little bright for us down
It's
here.
flashing. That's what I said. There it is.
Roger. Thanks for that,
Sorry!
Captain. Next time I'll
Bloody
need to remember
Vicky
my
Fox.
sunglasses. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes. Roger.
God, that's picky. Oh.
There are passengers bus discussed. You will not see passengers visually.
Yeah, I know. Come on.
Weird, even in 2020, I don't get this screen that you're on right now.
What do you mean?
Exactly that. I don't get to see the inside of the plane. I don't get that menu.
Oh yeah, that's GSX. It's a pay-per add-on.
Of course.
Yeah, a lot of stuff you can buy just to make it more realistic. You don't need it, but it's nice to have.
Yeah, that's not something I'm gonna go out and get. If it was free, then yeah, but nah.
No, you can probably get, similar variants free.
But now that you landed, I'm probably gonna go head to bed. Had a long ass day.
Yeah, Roger that. Yep, and for some reason my SLC is not opening the doors, which is fun.
But like I said, I have Tuesday off, so we'll try to do something. If the guys aren't on Scum or something, we'll go and try and do something.
Yeah, I think they'll try and get some gear for a raid at the weekend.
Yeah, and since I have, granted I have Sunday off, but you know, I'll probably be around for something on Sunday on Scum. But like I said, I have Tuesday and Thursday off also, so you and I will figure something out to do either on Scum to get shit or, Arc or whatever.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's all games, and that's the beauty of it.
Exactly. But, yep. But I will see you then.
Right, yeah, Roger. I'll see you later.
Take it easy, man.
You do. Bye.
Peace.
Bus is coming.
The doors are opening. Doors have been opening for about the last 3 minutes. What's going on here? Come on.
Passengers with boarding sign.
Maybe I should actually just talk.
Cabin crew, contact the cockpit, please. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Hello.
How are things going?
We're just waiting for permission to open the doors so we can start deboarding.
We're just waiting on ground to give us clearance to open the doors. We'll just be a moment.
No problem.
There's a crowd? What?
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. Hi, how is it looking for the unloading? There's probably about 15 minutes remaining.
15
Roger.
minutes? What the hell? Right, why am I not having... No, I do. So hang on, what the hell? Doors are closed. Ah! Ah, there we go. Jesus, finally. Well, that's not working, is it? Okay, fair enough.
Passengers with boarding sign.
Oh. Did you get the seatbelts off, of course? Ah.
Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure, doors are opening. You are clear to begin deboarding.
Ladies and gentlemen, your portable electronic devices must not be used until you are inside the airport. When disembarking, please take care and hold onto the handrails while walking down the stairs. Please ensure that you supervise your children and for your own safety do not walk underneath the wing. Thank you.
Okay, that's all looking. Don't know what's going on there.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. Hi, how is it looking for the unloading? There's probably about 10 minutes remaining.
10 minutes! Jesus.
Hello.
Hello, Captain. All passengers have left the aircraft.
Thanks.
Give me a call if you need anything else.
Okay, well, I can get a flight report. Do you want to see it? Go ahead, look at it. Right. Let's have a look at the bloody report there, eh? Slide by and it's open the bloody window. Right. Ah, there we go. There we go. Right. Okay, so here's the flight report. What? My flights, okay.
Passenger bus is coming.
Okay, flight grade of B, 1008 out of 2605. Bad flight apparently. Yeah, okay, 5,000 cars, 1 people a minute, minutes a cent. That's not good.
Passengers to boarding side.
Apparently we did not have our speed. Don't have to not below 10.3. Bitch, I go down, yeah, that was bad. G-forces, yeah, that was bad. Yeah, 430, yeah, 430, not so good. Passenger satisfaction improvement. Okay, that's bad. So boarding, loading, everything's fine. Push back. Didn't do a transponder check. Of course. Still no transponder check. And again, no transponder check. Fair enough. So after takeoff, cabin crew seated, climbed, cruise. I didn't tell anybody about a descent. So yeah, fair enough. I mean, never told you about descent, so nothing would be accurate. Fair enough.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Okay, all bags have been offloaded. We're closing up now and we'll speak to you next time. Roger.
Oh, I'm in field of service. Okay. I thought everything ran into time there, but yeah, maybe not. So everything's fine for landing. We landed, cabin crew safe. Oh no, we didn't check that. Oh dear. Perform a safe landing, we did not do very well there. Okay, fair enough. Taxi to the gate. Oh, come on, did I overspeed in the car? Come on. Deboarding and unloading. We were late by 22 minutes. Jesus. Now we predicted wrongly. Bloody hell. Oh, that bit short. God damn it. Well. Right, well, okay, still record anything. As always, like, comment, subscribe. If you want some more stuff. Yeah, but thanks so much. We'll see you all later. Good night.